3, 2, 1. For 2026, BMW has done an update to its iX, its EV crossover, including some exterior, interior, and big changes to the powertrain. What are they? Well, stick around. First launched in 2021, the BMW iX compact-size crossover EV has undergone a mid-cycle refresh. It's an effort to give dealers something new to sell and something that isn't as aesthetically unappealing as the original iX is known to be. Right from the outset, the iX, just like the i3 and i8 before it, offered a design language that strayed from the norm. A lot of attention and criticism was pointed at the front end and the highly polarizing kidney grille. The refreshed iX offers a redesigned frame and a new structure of vertical and diagonal lines in its interior, depending on the trim level. It's better than before, but it's still going to turn some potential buyers away. Also new is the optional contoured illumination around the grille frame, which some may be critical of, but I really like the look of it. Other changes to the front with the refresh include new headlights with vertical elements for daytime running lights and turn indicators. The new structure of the BMW kidney grille is echoed in the diagonal lines of the headlight modules. And there is also a restyled bumper that features a trapezoidal-shaped air intake at the bottom and side of the vertical vents. Wheel options range from 20 to 23 inches depending on trim level and include several new styles, including the optional 22-inch jet black Aero wheels on my tester. The side profile shows very little change. However, it's nice to see that the front and rear aprons now have increased body color matching for an overall greater aesthetic appeal. At the rear, there is a new rear skirt design with a diffuser to improve aerodynamics. This iX really is not about being a performance type of vehicle. It really has the feel of a family hauler. It's a comfortable, spacious, high-tech, high-safety type of vehicle. And I think sometimes when I'm driving this, I forget just how powerful it is. With this X60, there's a total output of 536 horsepower and 564 pound-feet of torque. With the X45, you've got 402 posted horsepower and 516 pound-feet. And if you really want to rip it, in the M70, you're looking at 570 horsepower and 749 pound-feet of torque. In terms of acceleration, with the 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which we use here, the X45 is said to get there in 5.1 seconds. It's 4.6 seconds with this X60 and 3.8 with the M70. And 3, 2, 1. I mean, it's a lot of power, but if that time seems a bit slow, remember, this is a heavier vehicle. We're looking at something like 2,600 some odd kilograms gross weight. So if you've made it to this point, you probably like what you see, but you're also likely not a subscriber, and I want to change that. Please consider subscribing right now to the Novak Report. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I put about 5 to 7 videos out per month. There's automotive, there's travel, some other content as well. Help me grow this channel. Subscribe now, and thank you for doing so. So this new battery is more efficient, and that is an important thing because with efficiency, the amount of energy that is stored in the battery will go further. It will stretch it out. Just like a gas vehicle that has a more efficient engine that has more fuel economy, this is the same here. The amount of usable battery depends upon which version of this iX you have. The xDrive 45 now has a posted range of 502 kilometers, which is 312 miles. This xDrive 60, which I am in, now has an improved overall range that's posted of 586 kilometers or 364 miles. I've been driving and reviewing electric vehicles pretty much since the beginning, and compared to, say, the very first Nissan Leaf that I drove, which was maybe 130 kilometers on a good day, seeing ranges like this is seeing how far we have come. I mentioned what the posted ratings were, but I should tell you, in the week that I've been driving this, I have seen far better numbers than posted. I was going to do some filming for a corporate client of mine. We were driving over to a winery. I think my total distance driven that day was something like 310 kilometers or so. I left it at full, and when I did it at full, instead of the 578, it showed me at the time that my estimated range and a full charge was 666 kilometers. Very devilish indeed. And remember, the posted estimates are always based upon recent driving history, atmospheric conditions, such as that. So it could easily show higher in summer. Well, I did the whole trip there and back, and when I pulled back into the driveway, it still showed 48% left. In fact, it was 49%, but it just clicked to 48 as I got in the driveway. That's crazy kind of numbers. I went basically, 300 kilometers or whatever the mile exchange is, and I did it on half a battery. With just average driving, I'm not hypermiling, I'm not gunning it. It's been way better than expected. When we did that shoot, my videographer that day drove there in a Mazda 3, and I told him, I can get further in a single battery charge than you can get in your Mazda 3 in a full tank of gas, and I was right. So, you're just not having to worry about this stuff anymore. How many people are going to be driving over 300 miles in a single, charge? How strong is your bladder? And yes, this is a luxury vehicle, so when it comes to improved developments in batteries, we might expect it to be here, but everything over time trickles down to mainline vehicles. We've seen it throughout automotive history. Automatic brakes were a luxury item in the beginning until they worked their way down. Airbags were the same thing, a luxury vehicle item first, and then they worked their way down. So the types of improvements in the way we generate energy from batteries, the chemistry and so on, may start here, but they will work their way down, and it's really not going to be much longer until all vehicles, even from more economical up here, are going to have the range estimates that are making the whole idea of range anxiety completely outdated and redundant. The combined charging unit used in all model variants of the refreshed BMW iX enables AC charging of up to 9.6 kilowatts. As for DC fast charging, the xDrive 45 can charge at a rate of up to 175 kilowatts. That limit is increased to 195 kilowatts for the iX xDrive 60 and iX M70 xDrive. BMW says that fast charging times from 10 to 80% is between 34 and 35 minutes for all trim levels. Level 2 home charging would take between 9.5 to 10.5 hours if you were completely empty and wanted to bring it to 100%. The refreshed BMW iX receives notable interior updates, primarily focused on sporty design and enhanced comfort. The M Sport package now includes M multifunction seats, offering improved lateral support and a more striking design. Available for the first time in the iX, these seats offer a wide range of adjustments, including backrest with adjustment, lumbar support, and pronounced contouring in the thigh and shoulder areas. These seats are available in new microfiber Sensitech upholstery or optional Amido Castagna natural leathers, all featuring M-specific stitching. The M Sport package also brings an M leather steering wheel, two-tone instrument panel, leather upholstery, dark silver trim, and M pedals. Carrying forward into the refreshed iX from last year includes the large floating BMW curved display containing a driver information display and center infotainment screen. The display is conveniently angled towards the driver for optimal visibility and ergonomics. The Sky Lounge panoramic glass sunroof enhances the bright and spacious interior with a one-piece viewing area that extends over both rows of seats. Instead of a roller blind, it features electrochromic shading that can be activated at the touch of a button. The iX comes with a Harman Kardon sound system as standard, but there's also an available Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound system with 30 speakers and exciters in the front seats, which vibrate in sync with bass and other impactful notes. Given the exceptional range of the iX, those wanting to take a weekend road trip will be glad to know that there is a healthy amount of rear cargo room to pack luggage into. There is 35.5 cubic feet with the rear seats in place and 77.9 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. As for pricing, here is the 2026 base MSRP for each trim level in both Canadian and US dollars. My specific test unit was a 2026 iX xDrive 60. It was equipped with several upgrade packages, including the Premium Enhanced Package, M Sport Package, M Sport Pro Package, Dynamic Handling Package, and the Advanced Driver Assist Package. Other upgrades included the Doom Grey Metallic exterior paint color, 22-inch aero wheels, and the Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound system. The as-tested pricing before any provincial or federal incentives was $122,800 Canadian. The updates to this 2026 iX with the additional range and power certainly overcome any aesthetic discrepancies that we may not necessarily love. Overall, I really like the changes, but what do you think? Let me know with a comment, and if you like this video, please like it and share it with others. If you're not subscribed to the Novak Report, please consider doing so. And if you are subscribed, make sure you ring the bell so you get notified of every time I upload something new. That's it for this review. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching.